What is going on, guys? It is time to unfortunately complain. Even though I'm in the Knights Chronicle Content Creator program, I do think that it's not all sunshine and rainbows in this game, and it is up to me. I feel like it is my personal duty to point out stuff and have a discussion about things that I am upset about and bring this concern to you guys, especially when these guys are saying they want feedback. So let's give it to them. I'm gonna obviously fill this out, but I'm gonna let you guys know exactly what I'm filling out, and maybe if we can come together on certain things. You don't have to agree with me 100%, but maybe if we come together on certain things that we can get the game in a better state. And they are improving. They are definitely improving. I think the Awakening is a really great thing. I don't want to pretend like that's not a great thing, but I have to point out that previously, let's go here. Previously, you used to get 100, more than 100 in summoning for a character when they first introduced the Awakening Essence, and now it went down to 70. Now, the issue that I have with this, the biggest issue, the hugest issue that I have with this is very specifically for the fact is that when you make changes like that, you're always making changes for the benefit of the player. You don't make changes that randomly only benefit the company. I think that is inherently a bad decision, because there's no real rhyme or reason that I can feel or think of that changing this to have less Awakening Essences benefits the player in any sense of the word. Like the stamina potions, you just kind of get over time. This is the same, and you always got these rainbow essences. So you always got that. So the only thing that they added in that they didn't have before were the Awakening Essence, which kind of makes sense, because now, you know, all this brand new stuff, people want to interact with it, they want to play it, they want to enjoy it. So when you take out the ability to summon and get it, it's like, so what was the reasoning behind this? I didn't read anything as far as like them coming out and saying, well, people were awakening their characters too quickly and we didn't want them to, like, what? Like I couldn't even fathom what they would even say if they mentioned anything at all of why this was changed. I can't fathom why they would make that change. Oh, but I can fathom it because this is it. This is already part of it. But I'm gonna bring this up is that these things pop up now. They have pop-up ads now too. No, man, this is not good. This is not good. This is bad. And this product can only be purchased from this pop-up is also bad, because it means that, first of all, it's 73% off, which is unlikely. That they would. This is such a crappy.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
Now, it is just disgusting that this pops up as soon as this update comes live, as soon as these changes come live, and you get this pop-up. It is a pressure. It is what do they call it? The fear of missing out. I don't know if that's like a symptom or something like that, but it's the pop-up something in front of your face, make it seem like there's no way impossible that you can get this thing if you don't get it right now. Get it right now, or else you're gonna feel like crap. And it forces a lot of people to buy it because they look at it, they might think it's a decent deal. They even had the nerve to put that it's 73% off. This is to really make it seem like, oh my god, like it's never going to be 73% off ever again. Meanwhile, if you guys use your noodles, your ramen noodle noodles, and realize that that was probably the price point first, and then they say that it was 73% off to make it seem, which is weird because you never saw the package in the first place. So why would it even matter that it's on sale now? So what? This pack never existed. So how are you gonna be like, you know, oh, look at the deal, it's a steal? Like, it would make more sense if they were to take one of the packages that are currently in the game that you know the price of, and then lowered it to that, and then like, oh, now I know that that's a deal because it normally costs XYZ. So back to the game, it's just that now, you know, that's already frustrating. But then secondly, the Damien special training, which is something that they kind of pop in within each update, they stripped all the Awakening Essence from here as well. So this is a deliberate move, and we don't sugarcoat over here, buddy. This is a deliberate move to force the spending on a pack instead, because now, as I've mentioned to you guys before, it takes 300. Let me go to it so you guys don't think I'm playing. It takes 300 to do every single step in Awakening. So you need 300, and if you're summoning and you're only getting 70, and then you go to the arena for that 120 a week, not 120, but that one instance of 20 a week, then you're sitting at a nice 90, and you still need 210 from somewhere. And what's crazy is that the pack, and I've even said before, I wouldn't even mind it is if you bought that pack and then you were actually at the point where you can at least finish out, or it was 300 straight up and you paid like $20-$30, the same of an epic costume. You spend $20-$30 and you were actually just finished 300 right off the bat. Not even that, you won't even be done. So that's what's just increasingly bad. So my first thing that I'm gonna put in that survey is that you need to not do that. You need to go back to the point where Awakened Essences are easy to get, or at least change that when you clear at either at least the 4-star and above. At minimum 4-star and above. But even if you wanted to do the 3 stars, if you think, so this is 10 right here, 13, 16, and then this, there won't always be 3. This is because it's a new one, right? So 19 a day. That doesn't even sound that crazy. As far as like once you have more, because there's only currently 4 in the game. So that's currently, if we do the math, that that's 1,200 Awakened Essences that you would need in order to have everything that they're offering you in this game. And just so you know, I only have 1 done, that's Ashley, and I barely have gotten any of this of the next one, and then bam, 2 more come out, and it's a clear tactic. It's not like it's a hidden thing. But yes, they do drop from the Advent and it would be forgivable, and that's 19. I mean 16 regular, and yes, they can use dungeon tickets to reset this, which obviously I would never suggest. I always tell people to save their dungeon tickets for 2 times Evo, because that's just, to me, my personal opinion, just a lot better to save your tickets for. But at least you would have a resource confliction where it's like, oh, maybe I should just use it on this, get more Awakened Essences per day or per week or whatever, and start to do that. But hey, if you want to even just leave it up to the 4s, that's 6 and then a 9, or just 6 a day. I know, obviously, I like I said, I'm not encountering if people reset the dungeons. I'm not going to do that because I'm not suggesting that people do that at all. These things rotate very frequently. You'll be fine. So yes, 6 additional a day, guaranteed every time you clear them. What would be the harm in that? 6 times 7, if I'm not mistaken, is 42. 42 in a week, as long as you are playing the game. And you got 1,200 to go to. So 42 weeks sounds pretty okay to me. You guys let me know in the comment section if you think that at least, then it wouldn't seem as bad. It wouldn't seem like this grand mountain to climb. Just come on. Like, you guys can't do this. This is not acceptable. It's just not. And this is the type of stuff that when I tell you guys, it makes it really hard to play the game. It makes it hard to stay in the content creator program. It's because of this. It's because of issues like this that they introduce something so cool, and you don't want to make video, like you don't want to like publicly support it because you know what's in behind it. You know what's coming behind. You know what the strategy is. And that sucks. I want to tell people I play this game, and then when they ask how things are done, it's like, oh, how do you get an Awakened character? And I before I would say, oh, you'll get the Awakened Essence as you just summon. Don't worry too much about it. I would say that before. Now I can't tell them that. I would have to honestly at this point say that you have to wait for this magical screen pop up, because what makes it worse is that this is not in the shop. So I can't even tell them that they can go and find these things. I remember I was actually pissed when I was playing Summoners War, and they would have the pop-ups, and I would say, well, I don't have the money for that, but I'm actually interested in buying it. So I would want to find that same package when I was ready to buy, and I couldn't do it because I'd have to wait until it popped up. So that just frustrated me even more. Like, I can't find that same package here in the game. That's why I knew when I saw that from Summoners War used to do that too, is that I had to take a picture of it, because where was this thing gonna pop up again? Where was I gonna find this to showcase it? So when people say that, oh, did you guys ever see it? You wouldn't even know. It might not even popped up in your game yet. So they have to definitely address and change that, because this is ridiculous. And it's crazy because I'm going through the game now just to see if there's any other thing, not just to complain about, but just to bring up in this video about issues currently in the game. And it's like, this is kind of the only one. Like, this is kind of like, this Nina dungeon is fine. It's so balanced. It's actually okay. like the comparison from Purina to this one, it's insane how this one's definitely okay. It's right in line with, I would say, with pretty fair. The Awakening is really cool. The arena one, I definitely said that I didn't like it. It's like you have 10 fights. Like I said, when I was in the mood to play the game, I felt like I would just keep playing arena and I would have some fun because I had a team comp that was winning. But now it's like, now I have 10 and I gotta wait like 30 minutes and stuff like that. So like I said, it doesn't bother me too much because I don't play arena as much. But you know, there's really nothing wrong with the game. But when you see stuff like that, when you see like that pattern of how they introduce something really cool into the game and then they immediately try to monetize it, it's just crazy. So I would ask you guys to, when you go into your game, if you haven't done this survey, and tell them to fix the Awakening stuff. That is what I'm going to be telling them to do. I'm going to be explicitly writing as many words as I possibly can to tell them to fix the Awakening issue. Don't monetize something that just came into the game. Hey, you want to monetize it like months down the road? Maybe so, but to monetize it as soon as you put it in the game within the second update is not good. And it shows that, you know, what else, and the community is always on thin ice, and we are very patient. And you know, for the people that are still around, right, we're very patient. We're very, hoping things will get better, but stuff like that is definitely not what needs to be around in the game. That needs to stop. We need to be getting more, not less. We need to be getting more Awakening essences. There should be a plethora of them in the daily login stuff. There should be, if anything, there should be Awaken essences in the daily achievements. There's none even in the daily achievements. There's none in the weekly. There's none in the monthly. But you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, what's going on? Like, what is going on? And they don't even give it to you in this either. Like, and that is what is sort out to be the next stage of, unit, to make your unit better. And it should not be that difficult. It just shouldn't. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching it. I do apologize bringing some negativity with all the positivity around, but sometimes the negativity is just being realistic, and it has to be talked about just as much as how cool things are. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.